You call this visionary art, and I remember that we did an interview once with Alex Gray. That's similar.
It's similar. It's multidimensional, inspired through the right brain very often out rather than the left brain. So it's intuitive, and it's from a place that's not conscious. It's like the collective unconscious. A lot of the paintings come from the collective unconscious, so I don't always know what I'm doing until after I've done it.
But the landscapes you make, the visuals, some of them are clearly inspired on, say, Australian Aboriginals, but some are, well, when I close my eyes and I dream very deeply, that's what I see.
That's true. Some of them are actually quite realistic, and in a sense they're taken directly from nature. Back to my easel, my studio, I walk a lot in nature, I take that back home in the unconscious and it comes through the conscious again. So it's what I see and it goes in and it comes back out again.
You could also say it makes sense, but I see archetypes. I see.
There are archetypes for sure. Yeah, the archetypes come through again quite unconsciously. I don't control them; they come through anyway because I allow it to come through by not knowing. The less I know, the more pure they come through.
When I see archetypes, like I see a fish, dolphins in relation to the world. Now that's a strong image. Then we have the world as a entity, and the dolphins as maybe as keepers of the environment.
I think what dolphins represent are different things to different people. They represent play, love, joy, childishness, innocence, purity, but to me they also represent highly evolved, intelligent beings who are running the show. We're not quite aware of how much they're running it yet, but they actually know what's going on, and they're giving us information all the time through their play with us. So by doing it in a very loving way, we're getting a lot of information from them, and especially whales too.
We're here at a conference about UFOs and strange energies. Now, what is the relationship between your art and the energies outside, the extraterrestrial energy?
Well, to me, for a start, that's not quite the truth, because ETs are inside, not outside. It's all inner space rather than outer space. They're not coming from left of Mars or right of Venus. They're coming from an inner communion. And all of us are ETs. That's where we all come from. We all originate from star systems. None of us start off here on the Earth. So we're all in it together. There's no such thing as an alien, really.
Well, as a scientist would say, we're all starseed. Exactly. Somewhere in the past, we're all started as molecules, and
exactly, we're all from the same original spark, and we all end up in the same original source. And in fact, on some level, we're there all the time anyway, communing. It's only here on Earth that we experience the illusion of separation.
Now, you also make music. I mean, it's running softly in the background. Okay. When I hear that music and I see your stuff, I get into kind of relaxed.
Okay. Yeah.
In Holland, we say you're a little bit stony. You get a little bit high on it, huh?
Well, if that's what it does for you, then that's a very good thing, because most people are very caught up in stress and running around in circles, trying to make money to pay the rent. So if it's relaxing for people, that's helpful. But it's doing far more than that.
But if you paint, does it relax you?
I always paint to music. But not necessarily to relax me, more for the inspiration to flow, to allow a space from which something can emerge, rather than relaxing. I'm not that relaxed when I paint, I'm quite up, yeah.
But is it coming from a connection to deeper levels of your...
Definitely, yeah. The music possibly more than the painting, because it's instant, whereas the painting takes a while to evolve, to build up layers of paint, literally, if you like. Whereas the music, you sit down, you play a keyboard, it's immediate. Whatever wanted to come through is there straight away.
It's a real-time experience.
Yeah, or no-time experience. Yeah, yeah, it is actually. Seriously.
Well, that element of time comes back in your art, because the archetypal images that you paint come back in, say, like Greek temples or Mexican folk art, or in Australian Aboriginal art. It's all the same. It has no time.
It all connects up, because really, those particular indigenous populations you're talking about probably come from the same source. So isn't it interesting how there are dragon myths all over the world, and there are rainbow serpent gods? It's the same thing, really, expressed perhaps in a slightly different form, yes.
So there's only one perennial wisdom, one perennial culture?
That's my feeling.
And it might not even be ours?
Well, it is and it isn't. It is ours, because it's us, really. Because in a sense, we are everything. I don't know how cosmic you want this to be, but I'll speak my truth. I mean, to me, there's no separation between anything. Everything you see, everything you experience, everything you dream, everything you imagine is. Full stop.
As the Hindu would say, there is fullness within, there's fullness without, yes. There's only one fullness.
The empty fullness, the full emptiness. My aim in my in this particular incarnation is just to be, to stop painting, to stop playing music. These are distractions ultimately from being.
Thank you for your music. Thank you for your image. We'll show some of the.
You're very welcome. Thank you.